Preparations for the Pony Express. Russell, Majors, and Waddell set up a separate corporation, the Central Overland California and Pikes Peak Express Company, for liability purposes. They acquired equipment, facilities, and experienced personnel from the Chorpening Stage Company and bought smaller passengers, freight, and mail business outright, including the Leavenworth and Pikes Peak Express Company and the Hockaday Stage Line. Each of the three men had a very specific role. Personable, sophisticated, and politically astute, Russell went to Washington, D.C. to represent Russell, Majors, and Waddell in the complex world of national politics. Majors, who was at home on the prairie and knew how to handle horses, oxen, heavy wagons, and unruly crews, managed the operation on the open range. The low-key practical Waddell oversaw purchasing, hiring, payroll, and bookkeeping from the home office, which moved from Leavenworth, Kansas to St. Joseph, Missouri, the eastern starting point for the Pony Express. The first half of the route they established followed the Oregon Trail. From St. Joseph, it passed through Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado, and Wyoming to Utah. West of Salt Lake City, it departed from the familiar Pioneer Trail and took a more southerly course through Nevada, ending in San Francisco, a total distance of some 1840 miles. To meet its guarantee of 10-day delivery of mail from St. Joseph to San Francisco, the company required its horses to be ridden at top speed. The horses therefore could not run a great distance and had to be changed every 10-15 miles depending on the terrain. The company established nearly 200 relay stations along the route, at each of which the rider quickly took the Mozilla, a specially designed saddlebag with mail poles, which weighed about 20 pounds when filled from his saddle and threw it on a fresh mount. Home stations were scattered along the route, with food and sleeping quarters for riders after they had ridden all day to hand off the Mozilla to a new rider. Because existing stations were often not close enough together for Pony Express use, additional stations had to be built. Because most of the trail through Utah and Nevada crossed wasteland, nearly all of the relay stations there had to be built from scratch. In parts of the western route, the trail itself had to be surveyed to ensure that it was the fastest route. In addition to preparing the trail and building stations, the company had to procure hundreds of top-quality horses. The horses that were used varied according to the terrain, but most were half-bred California Mustangs, well-fed with the best grain. These horses were faster than most Indian mounts, and in addition to meeting the demands of the schedule, they often saved the lives of riders who were able to outdistance Native Americans attackers. Of course, the best horses were of no use without experienced riders, and so Russell, Majors, and Waddell assigned their division superintendents the task of hiring 70-80 riders each. They sought a young man born to the saddle, undaunted by danger and generally slight of build so as to minimize the strain to their mounts. Candidates also needed knowledge of the portion of the trail to which they were assigned. Anyone riding at top speed along a trail in rain or snow or at night had to be familiar with the terrain. For their efforts, the riders were paid from $100 to $150 per month according to their run. Aside from top executives, riders were paid the most in the service. Wages for station keepers and general hands ranged to $50 per month, plus room and board, which in most cases did not amount to much. Once stations had been built, staff hired, and the route finalized, the company set up collection points for mail in a number of major cities, from which to channel it to St. Joseph. A similar arrangement was set up on the West Coast. Finally, there was the matter of the schedule, which had to be followed strictly by every rider and maintained day and night. In all weather, without exception, the mail had to go through. This was the fundamental motivating force for Pony Express riders. So if you enjoyed this journey through a story, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of American Wild West. Share your thoughts and your favorite Wild West show memories in the comments below.